Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Beth Reeder, president of AIA Virginia. Who would have ever thought that we would be hosting Visions virtually? 2020 has certainly been a year to remember. And when we overcome this pandemic, and we will, I think we will cherish many things that we once took for granted, like coming together for our annual Visions celebration in the fall, seeing old friends and making new ones, and shaking hands with the award recipients. Even though we can't necessarily do that tonight, we are still going to make sure that each of these individuals are elevated and celebrated for their extraordinary talents and achievements. So let's start by doing this. I want everyone to take their mouse and hover over the unmute button. Okay, on the count of 3, I want you to unmute yourself and make a lot of noise and wave your hands like crazy and shout congratulations in advance to all of our winners tonight. I have a cowbell and I'm not afraid to use it. All right, ready to unmute and make some noise? All right, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Congratulations.
everybody.
Okay.
Go architects.
Hey, Randy. Bless his spirit and celebration tonight. If you didn't notice, the tickets to this evening's event are free. And so we're going to use this event as an opportunity to raise money for the Hampton University Architecture Program. Hampton University is the only HBCU in Virginia that offers an accredited architecture degree, and AIA Virginia is committed to investing in its initiatives that will yield a profession that reflects the society we serve. If you haven't yet made your contribution, you can do so now through the link that has been placed in the chat box. It's aiava.org/give-hampton. And now I would like to give the floor over to Jeffrey Butts, Associate AIA, who is our Regional Associate Director. Jeffrey's firm, Hanbury, is one of tonight's sponsors. Jeffrey? Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yay! Thank you. Yay!
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Beth. Continue.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jeffrey, and I'm sorry we got cut off after your presentation. As my year as a president comes to a close, I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to recognize my esteemed colleagues on the AIA Virginia Board of Directors. I would like to thank each of you for your support of me and your work in making AIA Virginia greater and greater each year. This wasn't the year we originally thought it was going to be, but it is undeniable that we were still able to accomplish many great things together. And lastly, I would like to take presidential privilege and recognize our past presidents. Some of our past presidents are no longer with us, but many are still continuing to greatly impact our profession. Thank you all for paving the way to help shape the future we are experiencing today. Now, in order to get this party started, let's turn our attention to one of AIA Virginia's past presidents and tonight's celebratory bartender, Eric Keplinger, AIA. Because really, how can you hold visions without a bartender?
Thank you, Beth. I think celebratory is a little bit of an, exaggeration from your. What am I trying to say?
Celebrity bartender is an exaggeration. We're not
celebrity. No celebrities here, just the past
We're
president.
lucky I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. So when Corey asked us to do this, I think this is a great idea. And when we thought about it, my drink is a little simple and her drink is a little complex and something I don't usually drink. So we threw them both out to Corey, and he thought that was a great idea. And in fact, Corey came up with his and hers cocktails. So we'll begin tonight with hers cocktails, and I hope everybody can see what we've got going on here.
Okay, so I don't have a name for this drink, but I hope you guys can see it. It's one of my favorite drinks, and it's not hard or complicated. But I think Corey must have sent out the ingredient list, so hopefully you guys can follow along. Did we get disconnected? Oh, are we still there? So we've got cucumbers and we've got cantaloupe. So I'm going to put one cucumber in this mixer or shaker, I guess, and then I'm going to put a cantaloupe in there too. And I'm going to muddle those together. And at this point too, if you like simple syrup or some sugar, you can put it in now. And I just use stevia because I'm trying to cut back on my carbs. So then what I do, it's like, you can put it in there, and then I just have to muddle it. This is the only hard part of the whole thing, but it's so worth it. So I'm just gonna juice it all up in there. Ugh. Okay, and then I take this thing, I don't know what it's called, but I use the small side. Part of my favorite drink, part of this drink is this bottle. I think it's the only reason I probably love to make this drink, because I think it's the prettiest bottle in the liquor store. It's called Domaine de Canton, and it's a ginger liqueur. So I take the smaller side and I put one shot of that in with the muddled fruits and vegetable. Then I take some lemon juice. It could be fresh lemon if you want, but I'm a little bit lazy, so I use regular, just bottled lemon juice. And I put that small side too also in there. And then, sorry, I take the bigger side, and take the bigger bottle, and I add some vodka. And let's see, I pour it in there, and I'm gonna add ice to all of it. And then, let's see. Put ice in my cup.
Certainly.
And I just shake it. Okay, and I just pour it over a cup of ice. Just kind of like toss it over because the fruit will sometimes block the strainer. You can't see it, but it's a really beautiful color. I hope you guys are making it and can see the pretty color. I want to get every bit of stuff in there. And then I take club soda and just top it off. And then I like to garnish it with one more piece of cantaloupe and one more piece of cucumber, and then it's a really delicious drink. So cheers. And now the celebrity past president will make his drink.
That's the craft cocktail portion of the night. Mine is considerably more simple. A cup of ice. Then the large side of Crown Royal. Those of you who know me know that this is my drink of choice. And I'm sure there are a lot of bourbon purists out there, and I do enjoy a nice, neat bourbon from time to time, but this is my go-to. Crown and Diet Coke. There we have it, his and hers cocktails.
Cheers.
And congratulations to all tonight's honorees and award winners. Great work. Cheers.
Cheers.
Or to you. No, hold on. So I am actually supposed to turn this over to Lori Garrett, a past president and an ex-board colleague at AIA Virginia of mine. So Lori, the floor is yours.
Sure. Well, Eric, it's great to see you and great to see so many of us on the screen, even virtually. I wish we could all figure out a way to get one of those drinks that you just made virtually. But, you know, tonight's winners, the honorees and the award recipients are so inspiring. They inspire us with their leadership, with their achievements, and with the beauty that they create in the world, and can't wait to hear more throughout the evening. So let's all raise a glass. And
There's a list for our organization and for our profession at large. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Elizabeth Connolly.
So much, Beth, for the kind introduction. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because something just popped up that said I had an unstable internet connection. So just in case. But anyway, thanks again, Beth. I am honored today to recognize AIA Virginia's fellows who were elevated to the class of 2020. AIA fellows are recognized with the AIA's highest membership honor for their exceptional work and significant contributions to architecture and society. There are over 90,000 members in the AIA. Only 3% hold this distinction. Back in February, the American Institute of Architects, AIA, elevated 5 members from AIA Virginia to the prestigious College of Fellows. Tonight, let's take a moment to recognize each one of these members by name. And then when we announce the last one, we are going to take ourselves off of mute and hoot, holler, and show them as much love as we can virtually. We are going to be going in alphabetical order. So first is R. Corey Claiborne, FIA, who is the Executive Vice President of AIA Virginia. Excuse me. The jury said, Corey creates a dramatically more diverse and sustainable leadership pipeline to the profession by accelerating the transition of students into practice, reshaping the path towards licensure, and empowering young architects to leave a legacy. Congratulations, Corey. Next, we are proud to celebrate Robert L. Easter, FAIA. Robert is the president of KEI Architects in Richmond and chair of the Department of Architecture at Hampton University. For Robert, the jury said, he is a passionate, vocal, and successful advocate for diversity and inclusion in the profession. His activism and leadership, including service as NOMA president, inspires a stronger learning environment for students and emerging professionals. Congratulations, Robert, on this well-deserved honor. Next, we have H. Randolph Holmes Jr., FAIA. Randy is the president and senior principal at Glave and Holmes Architecture in Richmond. Here's what the jury had to say. Randy is an artist and historian, both visionary and curatorial, Long admired for his dedication to honoring the finer attributes of classical architecture, Randy creates environments and spaces that elevate the human spirit. Congratulations, Randy. And following is Gregory L. Rutledge, FAIA. Greg is design principal and historic architect for Hanbury in Norfolk. The jury said he is recognized by clients, peers, and international colleagues not only for his design philosophy and technical expertise in preservation, but for the power of his projects to contribute and to revitalize communities. Well done, Greg. And lastly, congratulations to Kenneth Wiseman, FAIA. Ken is the design principal for Canon Design in Washington, D.C. In describing Ken, the jury has said, he has designed inventive, high-performance sports facilities for Olympic and collegiate athletes across North America. Ken has created new conceptual models and planning standards that have been adopted by sports institutions worldwide. Congratulations, Ken. Now, on the count of three, again, hoot, holler, and yell, congratulations. Let's make our 5 new fellows feel special. 1, 2, 3.
Hey,
Congratulations,
good job.
everybody.
Congratulations, guys. Excellent job. Okay, all
Excellent
right.
work.
Way to go.
Good job,
Okay, good
Congratulations.
job.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Congratulations to our 5 new fellows. This is a perfect time for a Hampton University fundraising update. At the moment, we have raised $3,675. It's not too late to make your tax-deductible donation. The link has just been placed in the chat box. The link is aiava.org/give-hampton. For our next segment, we are going to recognize those who have been bestowed AIA Virginia Honor Awards. The honors program recognizes the best efforts of Virginians who, by profession or avocation, have made creating, preserving, and enhancing Virginia's communities an important life commitment. Our first category is AIA Virginia Honors, which will be presented by Lou Wolf, AIA of SMBW Architects, and Aaron Webb, AIA of 3 North.
AIA Virginia honors are bestowed upon organizations or citizens who have inspired, influenced, or complemented architecture or the architecture profession in Virginia through an allied profession, research, education, planning, legislation, journalism, the arts, or crafts. Let's see who are this year's honorees.
The Honorable David Bulova is a delegate from Virginia's 37th House District, representing the city of Fairfax and parts of Fairfax County. His appreciation for the role of architecture and planning in shaping livable places without compromising environmental health has been made abundantly clear by his legislative achievements in the areas of transportation, education, affordable housing, energy, and the environment. His personal, professional, and legislative endeavors attest to his commitment to equity and sustainability in both the built and natural environments, a commitment shared by the profession. Virginia Commonwealth University's Office of Planning and Design, led for the last 27 years by Mary Cox, FAIA, has transformed the city of Richmond's largest campus from a commuter school into a rich and vibrant collegiate community. Acting as the design conscience of VCU, the office has effectively collaborated with architects over the years and challenged them to consider Richmond's urban fabric, the university's needs, and the health and wellness of its students, faculty, staff, and neighbors. The office itself is known as an environment of mutual trust and respect, and has served as an effective public advocate of architectural literacy. For their work to advance the ideals of the profession, AIA Virginia recognizes the Honorable David Bulova and VCU Office of Planning and Design with AIA Virginia Honors.
Congratulations to Delegate David Bulova and the VCU Office of Planning and Design. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our AIA Virginia Honors winners.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Our next category is AIA Virginia Honorary Membership, which will be presented by Kathy Frazier, AIA of Frazier Associates, and Lori Garrett, FAIA of Guave and Holmes.
Good evening. It's great to see everybody. I hope you can hear me. AIA Virginia Honorary Membership is bestowed upon individuals not eligible for membership in AIA Virginia, but who have rendered distinguished and exemplary service to architecture and the built environment in Virginia. Let's take a look at the video.
Retiring AIA Virginia Sales Director Judy Cheadle was the face of architecture. Throughout her tenure, she has worked tirelessly to make Architecture Exchange East, the Design Forum, the Art of Practice, and Inform Magazine valuable resources for architects, product manufacturers, and members of the region's design community. Her commitment to forging strong relationships and nurturing connections has unquestionably contributed to AIA Virginia's stability and success. Patrick Cushing, an attorney with Williams Mullen, has lobbied the Virginia General Assembly on behalf of the Commonwealth's architects and engineers for nearly a decade. His advocacy work has been instrumental in protecting qualifications-based selection, limiting low-bid practices, and establishing a statute of limitations on design claims by state agencies. Arenas. Samuel W. Daniel, President and CEO of Daniel & Company, a general contracting and construction management firm, is a committed preservationist who eagerly accepts projects with historical significance. His passion for building history underscores decades of fruitful partnerships with Virginia's premier firms to preserve, restore, and construct anew with a respectful eye toward the Commonwealth's architectural heritage. For their sustained commitment to the profession and their distinguished service, AIA Virginia confers honorary membership upon Judy Cheadle, Patrick Cushing,
Patrick
The
and
Jessica
Sam.
Award, which our next honor present.
Okay.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. Our next honor presented will be the Test of Time Award, which recognizes architectural design of enduring significance. To qualify, the structure should be in Virginia and must be no less than 25 years old. The building's use may have changed over time if the overall design is cherished as a significant contribution to the community and the built environment. This year, the Test of Time Award goes to Crozet Elementary School. Let's take a look at the video to learn more about this building.
Crozet Elementary School by VMDO Architects is a community anchor whose architecture reflects the modest yet aspirational identity of its tight-knit rural community. Completed in 1990, the design honors classical Jeffersonian architecture while striking a healthy balance between function and symbolism. VMDO succeeded in creating a space that continues to inspire an appreciation for the natural world, materiality, and the power of good design to cultivate a lifetime love for learning. For the enduring quality of its groundbreaking design, AIA Virginia confers the Test of Time Award upon Crozet Elementary School.
Let's give a round of applause to our honoree. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Yay.
Our next category is the AIA Virginia Emerging Professional Award, which will be presented by our immediate past president of AIA Virginia, Rob Reese, AIA of Hanbury.
Thanks, Beth. This award recognizes the accomplishments of emerging leaders in Virginia for their contributions to the profession in any of the following: design, research, education, service as a citizen architect, service to the profession, service to the community, or initiatives to advance social justice, equity, diversity, or inclusion. We see the potential for greatness in these shining stars. Let's take a look at who they are.
Whitney McDermott, who also holds degrees in civil engineering and urban planning, is an architect with BRW Architects. For more than a decade, she has demonstrated an extraordinary commitment to improving the lives of others through volunteer service. Most notably, she has offered her expertise to help the residents of Southwood Mobile Home Park create their own neighborhood redevelopment plan and create a mixed-income, mixed-use neighborhood 400 homes strong. This success has become a model for other communities and has had a direct impact on Virginia's statewide funding policies for affordable housing. Carrie Lee Parker, a senior associate at Canon Design's Washington, D.C. office, has worked tirelessly to support emerging professionals. She has generously volunteered her time with numerous organizations, including INCARB, contributing to the success of its Licensing Advisors Summit and enriching the proceedings of its intern think tank. She serves on the AIA's Manufacturers Council and has authored a proposal for the D.C. Board of Trade, where she has advanced ideas for storm surge monitoring and photo point monitoring to track vegetation and ecosystem change in public spaces. For their demonstrated accomplishments and dedicated service to their communities and the profession, AIA Virginia recognizes Whitney McDermott and Carrie Lee Parker with the Virginia Emerging Professional Award.
So let's put our hands together and show our support and admiration for these two young leaders. Again, congratulations, Whitney and Carrie.
Hey.
Good job. Congratulations.
Way to go.
Congratulations.
Our next category is the Award for Distinguished Achievement, which will be presented by Alan Davis, AIA of Baskerville, and Maury Saunders, AIA of MS Studio Architecture.
The award for distinguished achievement recognizes either a singular achievement by an architect or the work of an entire career in any of the following: design, practice, education, service as a citizen architect, service to the profession, or initiatives to advance social justice, equity, diversity, or inclusion. Let's see who this year's honorees are.
appropriate modern design alternatives. The role of city architect and the design review process he created provide a model that can and should be repeated in local governments throughout the country. Christopher Gordon, a founding principle of KGD architecture, is a national leader known for his work in affordable housing. His Columbia Hills project in Arlington, one of dozens of examples of his design leadership, has become a national case study for housing, which realizes the aspirational vision of a diverse, inclusive, and sustainable community. By blending a novel hybrid financing model with an Earthcraft Platinum certification and a host of amenities, he has directed his firm to award-winning success while remaining anchored in the needs of clients and communities. Throughout her career, Mel Price has built a reputation for design excellence and firm leadership. Since founding Work Program Architects with her partner Tom White, she has championed a philosophy of firm management based in collaboration and financial transparency. She has also built a practice with an unrelenting focus on community by reserving 10% of the firm profits
Empanadas.
pro bono.
Empanadas are pretty
Mel
big
and
seller.
Let's try that.
Okay, one. We'll
several
start with
projects
one
for
fish and
completion
chips, one.
are helping secure Norfolk's future and repair communities long derelict or suffering. For their work as champions of public interest, AIA Virginia recognizes Al Cox, Christopher Gordon, and Mel Price with the Award for Distinguished Achievement.
Congratulations to Mel, Al, and Christopher. So hit your unmute button. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for these three honorees. What an impressive body of work.
Hey, way to go, everybody.
Congratulations.
Awesome work.
Congratulations.
Rhea, I think we missed a bit of Al's video. I don't know if it's possible to play that portion.
Yeah, let me give that a shot if you will give me just a moment.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Al Cox retired in March after 28 years as Historic Preservation Manager for the City of Alexandria. A passionate preservationist, he was also a proactive advocate for good design regardless of style. His philosophy, education, and private sector experience was grounded in historic preservation for its cultural, economic, and environmental benefits, without limiting creative, appropriate modern design alternatives. The role of city architect and the design review process he created provide a model that can and should be repeated in local governments throughout the country.
Thank you, Rhea, and congratulations to all of the recipients. All right, the next honor to be presented is the Architecture Medal for Virginia Service, which will be presented by Scott Campbell, AIA of Via Design.
The Architecture Medal for Virginia Service is AIA Virginia's most prestigious public award, honoring an individual or organization that has made an unusually significant contribution to Virginia's built environment or to the public's understanding and awareness of the built environment. Only one medal is bestowed each year. This year, I am incredibly proud to present this medal to one of our very own clients, the Virginia Beach City Public Schools. Let's take a look at the video.
For the past 15 years, Virginia Beach City Public Schools has been a leader in school design and sustainability. Since the development of their Sustainable Schools program in 2006, they have expanded their LEED building inventory to more than 2 million square feet, all while reducing their energy use per square foot by 27%. These efforts, have resulted in a cumulative cost savings of $45 million. Their commitment to sustainability expands beyond the building envelope and into the curriculum. Through initiatives like their Cook from Scratch program for cafeteria food, electric bus fleet, and their 25-year partnership with the Chesapeake Bay Foundation, they reinforce the interconnections of social, economic, and environmental systems throughout all aspects of the curriculum. For its commitment to sustainable building practices, AIA Virginia confers the Architecture Medal for Virginia service upon Virginia Beach City Public Schools.
Let's give our attention to Tim Cole from Virginia Beach City Public Schools for his remarks.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Scott. And on behalf of Virginia Beach City Public Schools, thank you very much to Virginia AIA. This is a big honor for us, and we don't take it lightly. And so the first image that you saw there was the Brock Environmental Center. So we thought it would be fitting to have our award here in the Brock Center. We're building an environmental studies classroom on the back here right now. And so this is in collaboration with the Chesapeake Bay Foundation and Virginia Beach Public Schools and the generous donation of Joan Brock. But I just want to say thank you to all you guys. And I know it's difficult sometimes to find good owners who want to do the type of work that you guys want to do. So keep plugging away at it and keep pushing those owners to do the right thing. So thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big hand to Virginia Beach City Public Schools. Thank you for leading by example.
Good job. Great job. Thank you.
Our final category for our honor awards is the prestigious William C. Noland Medal, which will be presented by Robert Easter, FAIA of KEI Architects.
William C. Noland Medal is the highest award bestowed on a member architect and is intended to honor a distinguished body of accomplishments sustained over time that spans a broad spectrum of the profession and that transcends the scope of normal professional activities. Only one medal may be bestowed each year. Today we make history as AIA Virginia, a society of the American Institute of Architects, is privileged to present the William C. Noland Medal to John Spencer, Fellow of the American Institute of Architects. I could speak with a knife and a fork. I remember once he told us—
He co-founded the Committee for the Collegiate Education of Black Students. The first group of recruits arrived in 1968, and 4 years later, 90 graduated, more than the total number of Black graduates in the university's previous 105 years. In 1970, he accepted the role of director for the Division of Architecture at Hampton Institute. Under his leadership, Virginia's only HBCU with an architecture program became fully accredited and nurtured generations of Black and brown architects, readying them for leadership in the profession. In 1989, the AIA presented him with the prestigious Whitney M. Young Jr. Award for his efforts to create a more diverse architecture field. Both an architect and a landscape architect, he also has a distinguished record of practice as a principal with the Livas Group. In addition to filling numerous local and national positions of influence in the profession, he was the first Black architect elected to the National Architecture Accrediting Board and the first to be appointed to the Virginia Licensing Board. For his 63-year career of exceptional and groundbreaking leadership, AIA Virginia presents the William C. Noland Medal to John Henry Spencer, FAIA.
Let's give our attention to this year's Noland medalist, John Spencer,
Corey
FAIA.
Spencer, AIA. Congratulations on winning the William C. Nolan Award for 2020. This is George Faulkner with the Livus Group, Inc., AIA. Once again, congratulations and well deserved.
Mr. Spencer, congratulations on receiving the William Nolan Medal. On behalf of all the alumni from Hampton University, and as we affectionately call ourselves, the Bemis U alumni, it's well deserved from your career, and we love you, man.
I would like to congratulate Mr. John Spencer for being bestowed the Nolan Medal. I cannot think of anyone more deserving of such a great honor. With his passion as an educator and as an architect, he guided and mentored so many of us over the years. I know I speak for the thousands of alumni that have crossed paths with him when I say I feel privileged to have had him help guide me on the beginning of my journey. He would often say we were family. He would not allow us to be satisfied with the ordinary. He wanted us to always remember where we started, who we started with. I think that message resonated with many of us and was the driving force behind something new, the formation of the Bemis U Network, something that we never had. Mr. Spencer, I'd like to thank you and again, congratulate you on such a great honor.
Hello, my name is Keita Cooper, class of 1997. Mr. Spencer, I was thrilled to hear via our Bemis U alum that you were receiving the AIA Nolan Award. You're truly deserving of this award, as you've inspired so many of us alum over the years. So I encourage you to sit back, relax, and enjoy this moment. You poured so much positive energy into your students, your colleagues, and your work that now it's time that we celebrate you. Job well done.
Congratulations, Mr. Spencer, on another first, being the first African American to be awarded the Nolan Medal by AIA Virginia. I just wanted to come in and congratulate you and let you know that you have impacted my life since the very beginning. Knowing you before I went into architecture school and then working alongside you for 7+ years at Livus Group Architects, you taught me so many things about the profession, from how to climb through a roof hatch to keeping the contractors running from me during punch list. All those things have led me to who I am today, which is a registered architect with the Commonwealth of Virginia. So thank you for making me into the architect that I am today, and for all that you've done for the profession, and for being another first. Congratulations.
Let's give our attention to this year's Nolan Award medalist, John Spencer, FAIA.
It's a little hard to just say thank you. It would take much more than that to really say how excited I am and how much I appreciate being recognized by AIA Virginia, and to hear the students as they say some of the things that I may have passed on to them. I want to thank the committee, the board of directors, and others who voted to give me the award for not just architecture, but education and public service. But I also need to thank my immediate supporters, my nominator, Michael Ash, Carlton Abbott, who wrote a letter, Paul Barkley, Bradford Grant, Harry Robinson, who was the past dean at Howard and also second Black president at NCARB, and Dr. Roy Hudson, past president at Hampton Institute. And I have to thank what I call my good spirits from my past, which would be my parents, John and Martha Spencer, who were missionaries to Africa and passed on to me the desire to help others. Carl Barnett, who was a Black architect in Huntington, West Virginia, who taught me about architecture in my last 2 years in high school and pointed me in this direction. Specifically, Bill Moses, to whom I owe and all Hampton graduates owe a lot. Very talented Black architect, graduate of Penn State University, who is the founding chair of the program at Hampton. And a little known story is that Mr. Moses was the designer of the Virginia Pavilion for the World's Fair in New York in 1939. And he won first prize for that design. The day after they announced it, they took the prize away because they discovered he was a Negro. Bill Moses always said to me and to others, don't give up, go out and make a difference. So that I think that that was something that sparked a lot of us. I also would like to thank Professors Coos and Kahn and Mr. Moses, who pushed me into education. Said I should answer a letter from the University of Massachusetts in Amherst looking for someone to teach in the School of Engineering, to teach their engineering, drafting, and architecture. Said it only cost me a 3-cent stamp, an envelope, and a sheet of paper. And stamps were 3 cents at one time. That started a 63-year career in architecture, in education, and in public service. There are many others I'd like to say hello to and thank you to, but there are too many of them. But let me say finally is that as architects, we are in a unique position to help others. We have an education that is very, very, very broad, and we are taught to solve problems. And these are problems that touch people every day. And we must remember that our architecture touches every person every day. So that I am saying to the young people out there, be good in your designs because they do count and they do affect the lifestyles of people. But remember that we do owe a debt to society and that we should go through with design for society, design for humanity. Thanks again to AIA Virginia for the William C. Nolan Award. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Chuck Swartz. Let's give a round of applause to John Spencer.
Yes.
Congratulations, John.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John.
Thank
you, John.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Good job,
John.
Nice work.
Congratulations, John.
Yeah, so am I here still? Yes. So I'm Chuck Swartz. I'm actually, it'll probably say Beth Reeder on the screen, but I'm been living with Beth for a long time. I'm the first lady of the Virginia AIA, so I'm often extraneous at the AIA meetings. So when the board first visited Hampton University, I naturally trespassed onto the construction site and met a distinguished gentleman who explained the history of Hampton University. It turned out to be John Spencer. He took me on a tour of the whole school and gave me his card at the end of the afternoon. So I went back and researched him, and I was moved and humbled and inspired. John's contributions to the profession are wide-ranging, persistent, and crucial. Architecture is not easy in the best of circumstances, and John flourished despite some of the collective stupidity of our culture. John is such an inspiration. Thank you for all the lives you have impacted. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chuck. So everyone, once again, please take yourselves off of mute and give a huge, huge round of applause for John Spencer, FAIA.
Congratulations.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. You're an inspiration.
Thank you.
It is now time for an intermission. Please don't forget to make a contribution to Hampton University's architecture program at aiava.org/give-hampton. The link has just been placed in the chat box. Let's take a 5-minute break. When we come back, we will unveil who this year's Design Awards winners are. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a chance to refresh your drinks. Now let's celebrate the AIA Virginia Awards of Excellence. This year, Mark Gardner, AIA NOMA, served as the 2020 Design Awards Jury Chair. Mark is the principal of the New York-based firm Jockledge Gardner Architects and director for the Parsons New School MArch program. We'd like to thank Mark and the jury for their great work. For the first time, we will be announcing the winners of the Design Awards live and in real time. In other words, this is a surprise for everyone. We will be making awards in 5 categories: architecture, contextual design, historic preservation, interiors, and residential. Let's not wait any longer and start with the Excellence in Architecture category. The jury made a total of 9 awards as follows: 4 honorable mentions, 3 awards of merit, and 2 awards of honor. Let's take a look at the video to see who our honorees are.
Awards for Excellence in Architecture. The following projects were recognized with an honorable mention. Marvin Gaye Recreation Center by iStudio Architects. The jury particularly appreciated the passive strategies deployed by the design team. DC Water Headquarters by Smith Group. Forced together a series of environmental strategies without looking like a pastiche. Collab by William McDonough and Partners. The jury appreciated the life cycle thinking, noting that this project was designed for disassembly. We need more of this, they said. The following projects were recognized with an award of merit. The AIA by Studio 27 Architecture with Leo A. Daly. This is a commendable affordable housing project. There's a nice relationship between facade and volume. Exploratory research-based process. Greer Environmental Sciences Center by VMDO Architects. The jury appreciated the commitment to sustainable strategies as well as the overall quality of the exterior and interior design. The following projects were recognized with an award of honor. Foreign Affairs Security Training Center by Kieran Timberlake. This project has inventive qualities. It was among the strongest in the category. Museum at the Lumpkin Slave Jail Site, the Devil's Half Acre, unbuilt, by Smith Group. The jury particularly appreciated this design as an appropriate response to the history of the site.
Ria, I believe 2 awards were slightly skipped, and I don't know if we could cue them back up. The one was the faculty and students from the Virginia Tech Center for Design Research. The other was Edward Becker, International Associate, AIA, and K Edge. I don't know if it'd be possible to just show those quickly since they were a little bit skipped or glitched.
Yep, just give me one moment. I may have to skip around a bit, so bear with me for a moment.
Future House by faculty and students from Virginia Tech Center for Design Research. This solar-powered, net-positive concept home brought together a series of environmental strategies without looking like a pastiche.
And I'll go to the other one now, just a moment.
New River Train Observation Tower by Edward Becker and K Edge. As a prototype, this nicely articulates a collaborative, exploratory, research-based process.
Thanks, Ria. So that's an amazing set of projects. When I call the name of your firm, please wave to the camera so we can acknowledge you. iStudio Architects, Smith Group, the faculty and students from the Virginia Tech Center for Design Research, William McDonough and Partners, Studio 27 Architecture and Leo A. Daly Joint Venture, Edward Becker International Associate, AIA and K Edge, VMDO, Kieran Timberlake, and Smith Group. So let's take ourselves off of mute and give our honorees a big round of applause.
Here, here.
Way to go, everybody. Excellent job.
All right.
Beautiful work. Beautiful work, guys.
Congratulations.
All right. Our next category for presentation this afternoon is the Excellence in Contextual Design category. The jury made a total of 4 awards as follows: 2 honorable mentions, an award of merit, and an award of honor. Let's present our honorees.
Awards for Excellence in Contextual Design. The following projects were recognized with an honorable mention. Capital Yacht Club by Cunningham Quill Architects. The jury appreciated this project's relationship to a maritime motif. Carlton Union Building Renovation by Hanbury. The design team stitched together a variety of different spaces very successfully. The following project was recognized with an award of merit. American Civil War Museum by 3 North. This project brings together a glass box with historical ruins very effectively. The following project was recognized with an award of honor. Massaro Health Center by GAC. The jury agreed, as a whole, that this project was exemplary. It was their top choice.
Exceptional work submitted by all. Please give us a wave as I call the name of your firm. Cunningham Quill Architects, Hanbury, 3 North, and General Architecture Collaborative. Congratulations. Let's give you all a big round of applause.
Congratulations, great work.
Impressive work, guys.
We'll go to the Excellence in Historic Preservation category. The jury made 3 awards in this category, an honorable mention and 2 awards of honor. Let's take a look at the video.
Awards for Excellence in Historic Preservation. The following projects were recognized with an honorable mention. Richard Neutra renovation by 3 North. Though submitted in a different category, the jury appreciated the respectful and sensitive preservation of character and materiality. The following projects were recognized with an award of honor. Cars Hill renovation by Glave and Holmes Architecture. This project was incredibly well done. The details are amazing, remarked the jury. Folger Shakespeare Library by MTFA Architecture. This was an excellent example of materials conservation. The cleaning and color matching are textbook examples.
Congratulations to these 3 firms. Please wave at us when we call the name of your firm so we can celebrate you. 3 North, Glave and Holmes, MTFA. Please, let's all unmute ourselves and give our honorees a big round of applause. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Beautiful work.
everybody.
Should be proud.
Great work, guys.
The next category is the Excellence in Interiors category, where the jury made 8 awards as follows: 4 honorable mentions, 3 awards of merit, and 1 award of honor. Let's unveil our honorees.
Awards for Excellence in Interiors. The following projects were recognized with an honorable mention. Subterranean Studio by McDowell Espinoza Architects. While hesitant to elevate a project with little natural light, the jury appreciated the lighting treatment and ceiling design, which brought an organizing element to the space. InCarb by OTJ Architects. The details on this project are well conceived, and history has been incorporated in a clever way. Waterview Condominium by Robert M. Gurney, FAIA Architect. The jury appreciated the rigor of the ceiling's folded planes and lighting plan. Offices for an Investment Firm by Robert M. Gurney, FAIA Architect. Organizing the offices around the curving steel was a compelling move. The following projects were recognized with an award of merit. McKinnon and Harris Flagship by Architecture AF. The stair and railing are very nice, as is the detailing. It's just beautifully put together, the jury said. ASLA Center for Landscape Architecture by Gensler. The spirit of landscape carried throughout the building, from the exterior signage to the careful handling of rainwater harvesting and irrigation on the roof. Potter's Craft Cider by Studio Figure. Instead of tearing things down, the designer showed a balanced restraint. Even the lighting isn't intrusive. The following project was recognized with an award of honor. Quirk Hotel, Charlottesville by Architecture Firm. Though the spaces vary in scale, there is a consistency throughout. Outstanding.
Wonderful projects. We want to see the great teams who've accomplished this work. Please give us a wave when I call the name of your firm. McDowell Espinosa Architects, OTJ Architects, Robert M. Gurney, FAIA Architect, Architecture AF, Gensler, Studio Figure, architecture firm. Let's take ourselves off of mute and give our honorees a big round of applause. Congratulations.
Here, here.
Great work.
Great, and now for our final design category of the evening, we will present Excellence in Residential Design. The jury made a total of 9 awards as follows: 5 honorable mentions, 3 awards of merit, and an honor award. Let's present our honorees.
Awards for Excellence in Residential Design. The following projects were recognized with an honorable mention. Hither Hill Residence by architecture firm. Each building on the site is designed with care to proportion, detail, and eloquence. Vapor House by David Jameson, architect. There is a nice contrast between the textured, reflective quality of the cladding and the flat matte panels that define the programmatic volumes. Duval Court by Cube Architecture. A very clever project with clean lines. It's a great model for the development of alley lots. Alley Armor by Cube Architecture. This adaptive reuse really works within an existing urban fabric. The small outdoor space is magical. Renovation 1662 by Robert M. Gurney, FAIA architect. A bright, clean, and lofty addition to what would be a typical dark and cramped row house. The following projects were recognized with an award of merit. 3131 CBR by David Jameson Architect. Beautiful clean lines and use of materials. 3333 Q Street by Robert M. Gurney, FAIA Architect. The use of the open corner facade to orient to the landscape and pool is exceptional. Franzen House by Robert M. Gurney, FAIA Architect. The balance between the front and rear facades is impressive. The following project was recognized with an award of honor. Richard Neutra Renovation by 3 North. This was a surgical upgrade to a modernist masterpiece. It was just plain inspiring in its rigor. Exquisite.
Beautiful work. Let's see who's in the audience. Please give us a wave when I call the name of your firm. Architecture firm. David Jameson Architect. Cube Architecture. Robert M. Gurney, FAIA Architect. And 3 North. For the last time this evening, let's take ourselves off of mute and go wild for all of our honorees.
Great work, everybody.
Congratulations.
Here.
For your inspiration.
Okay, on behalf of AIA Virginia, congratulations to all of our honorees this evening. Thank you all for joining us for our first ever virtual Visions. Although 2020 has dealt us many challenges, we hope that this evening has served as a highlight. Please don't forget to make a contribution to Hampton University's architecture program at aiava.org/give-hampton. This link has just been placed in the chat box. Thank you all so much for attending our Vision celebration. I look forward to seeing you all at our virtual design forum and Architecture Exchange East conference during the first week of November. Take care, everyone, and good night.
Thank you, Beth.
Thank you, Beth.
Everybody.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks, Beth.
Great job.
Well done.